Dear Zen Master, dear nuns, and dear students, my name is Suko Fo Wen, and I'm a student of Zen Master Yin. And as she said, we're from Houston, Texas. I grew up in East Lansing. So this is my old turf. My family's from East Lansing, and my undergrad was in Ann Arbor, and I spent a lot of time in Ann Arbor. And so I had a bunch of connections there from before, my old Sangha. And this chance to travel with Zen Master and introduce her to all the people and places that I think and hope would really connect with her is like a dream come true. So I'm lucky we were able to squeeze this into her schedule. And the other students and nuns traveling together has been fantastic. So we, at the center in Houston, which is the main center, Zen Master has two centers, one in Houston, one in Dallas. And at the main center in Houston, our everyday activities include things like weekly meditation classes, retreats every month or so, and public talks on Sundays, plus a lot of other activities, volunteering and special events and things like that. So it's a very active place, and we just have a new property on 9 acres. And the main point that we share with everybody who either they find us by searching the internet or they just drive by, but the main point is to introduce them to our Zen Master, who is an awake teacher, and teaches all people how to realize the awake already within themselves. So that is the core teaching of the center, and that is why we follow, because we want to wake up from all the stress, the conflict, the illusion, everything, the whole system that we're stuck in every day. So we're very excited to have a chance to travel with Zen Master, and this is, I guess you could say, this is our third city. We started in Ann Arbor with public talk, and Zen Master led a day-long retreat, and we were able to connect a lot of people I hadn't met before, and a lot of different groups, all different groups. People from all backgrounds really connect with the message of awake, that we need to wake up. And no more staying stuck in the habits and the patterns and the cycle, repeating. So people from all backgrounds attended the talks and the retreats. And then we had a chance to drive across the state to Temple Tamquan in Bradley, which is where actually both Nisu and we say Zen Master because we're used to calling her Zen Master. She's also Nisa. Where both of them were at Tamquan Temple many years ago, up until 2001. And that's where I actually met Nisa talking there as well. Long time ago, but it doesn't seem long. And so we had a chance to visit that temple, and we just came from there now. So we'll be here for this evening. And then we will move on to our next city and city and city. So we're going to have a chance to, it seems most likely we'll stay at my family's house tonight, my father's house, and visit with some of my family for breakfast in the early morning. And then we will head off to Kalamazoo, where Zen Master did graduate school at Western Michigan. And the professors there remember her well. And they're very happy to meet with her. 3 of the professors that she had many years ago are together, and we'll spend some time. And they will find out about Awake. They will find out about Zen Master's teaching. And then from there, we will go on to one more temple in Wayland, Michigan. So, there for tomorrow night, and then we return to Texas Tuesday. So it's a very moving tour through Michigan, but we're very excited to be here, and then grateful for Nisu Hawking to invite us here tonight to be with you. Thank you, Nisu, so much. It looks even better than my last visit. I was here some years ago in the area, and it looks really beautiful. So thank you. A lot of heart.
It's my name is Thích Diệu Thiện, and I came from Vietnam, but I came to America when in 1994, and living in Texas. And after that, I had a chance to travel. I lived in Michigan, where I studied. I had a chance to went to Western Michigan University and studied. And after that, I graduated from a master's degree. But for me, I was born with the question that I know is that the world, I have the world is no more suffering, no more stress, always free, always happy, and then clarity, full compassion and wisdom, and know that exists. But I appear in this world, I saw this life always change, up and down, sadness, happiness, win, lose, right, wrong, good, bad, and living, dying, is making me question about. And I not belong to this world, even when I was young. I don't think I belong to this world. I would like to find a way to go back to my true world. It's a world I have known something. And from that moment, I started to search for the answer, the way to go home. But until when I was 11 years old, I had a chance to read the life of the Buddha. It's the first time ever that I read that book. And I realized that he's the one to ask the question. And finally he found out the answer to go back to his will. And he will be happy, free, and from there help people. It's touched me. It's exactly what I'm looking for. And when I become 32 years old, I had a chance to meet one nun in front of hundreds of monks and nuns. But the way she lived, the way she walked, the way she talked, it made me feel something so special. And I really want to follow her. I hope that she can help me to go back to my true home. But at that time, she told me that I'm still young, only 13 years old. It's the age, the teenager. It's not ready for that final decision. And she told me, if I truly want to ordain, I have to wait until I'm 18 years old. And then that's why I wait 5 more years. And then she wanted to see during 5 years, anything happened within myself. But truly, I'm still waiting for that. And finally, I'm 18 years old, and I have a chance to ordain. And after I ordained, I have a chance to go to the university, Buddhist university, to study about Buddhism and apply many methods. But truly, even no matter methods, no matter knowledge, no matter a book I read, but still cannot help me to go back to my true home. Just settle down myself, but still deep inside, I know it's not come back yet. And after that, my family had a chance to move to USA. It's 1994. And I had a chance to follow them and went to Texas, where, and somebody, I'm starting to I have an idea I have to travel more to find out, practice, to go back to my true home. But truly, that moment, some monks and them told me that in order to travel outside that, I need to have some English. I have to study English in order to have to travel easily for me. And that's why I'm to go to Michigan with another man to go to school to study with the hope that I will find out the answer for myself when I study Buddhist. But truly, after I graduate from Buddhist study, I still didn't find out the answer. But at that time, I met her. We were in a one temple, and she just arrived from Vietnam to USA, and she lived there for some time. And finally, I made a decision to travel around the world, to searching for a teacher to help me to find out my true home. And along the way, and when I moved to Thailand, finally, I found out the answer. I go back to my new home, where I know more suffering, and always full of compassion, wisdom, clarity.
to walk into this world, to have all people regardless of background, different culture, different age, different religions, whatever, whoever, because I saw that no matter who are you, everybody have the capacity to wake up, to go back to their true home, their real. And that's why since that day, 2001, I start to move around the world to help people to go back to their real. And this is all I see today is although, yeah, they all come from many different backgrounds, you know, in Hinduism, Christian, and Buddhist, and whoever. But truly, no matter who are they, where they come from, they still have capacity to wake up and go back to their true self. That is the journey to wake up and to be truly happy and free. And now I'm very happy to be here to visit the nun and visit you all. And maybe tonight I would like to share something, if you would for me, because I think maybe to help you to realize something already within yourself that you don't know. You know, now you need to go back. You have the treasure. You don't know how to live with it, to use it. And now I just go back and let you know that you need to cultivate that and go back and live with this in order to be truly happy and free and bring happiness to people all around the world. Okay? Thanks so much. And now that's a little bit about my story, but I would like to let each of you introduce about a little bit, and after that I go back and share something with you tonight. Okay? Thanks so much. Rồi mời xin chia sẻ và giới thiệu về mỗi người tiến sĩ của chúng ta. Vậy ha, rồi bây giờ introduce yourself.
I am Suko Pho Nguyen, and I met Lisa Zen Master in graduate school in 1998, and kept in touch. And I had the amazing chance to be traveling with her at the time in 2001 when she realized the answer to her life questions and returned back to awake, like literally awakened, and lives awake from that moment forward. So I had the chance to know her before that and after that, and the difference was so striking and permanent and inspiring that later on, when she began to teach me, it just was incredibly impacting in just a few words. Things that had blocked my mind my whole life fell apart. And from that moment, I wanted to follow her. I wanted to find out more about what is this? I didn't understand what awake was. I didn't understand any of the terminology, ego and ignorance and the system, but I just knew that she was real, and I knew that she could help me. And so that was the beginning of my journey. And that was back in 2004 was when I began to follow as a student. So, and then I ordained in 2005. So I've been an ordained nun now for almost 13 years.
Dear Zen Masters, dear Misako, dear Sangha, my name is Suko Pho Je, and I'm originally from North Carolina. I met Zen Master back in 2003, and just recently ordained in 2015. What you see here is beyond what you see Zen Master. There's a lot more to her. As an awake teacher, she's helped me touch awake many times. So I know that it's real, I know that it exists, and the process along the way, it's been really amazing just watching transformation happen and witnessing all the different people, no matter what age, what culture or religion they're from, all of them, just watching them be able to touch, realize, and know what awake is. So I'm excited to meet everyone this evening, and everywhere that Zen Master goes, she has a gift, and I hope that you receive this gift tonight.
Hi, my name is Linda, and if you have any question, ask him.
My name is Xander, and my wife invited me to this ceremony tonight, and I'm just very interested in learning and listening.
Dear Zen Master, dear Sukhos, dear Sanghas, my name is Kate. My Dharma name is Toi Fu. I have originally from India. I've been here in the United States for I don't even know how many years, more than probably 20 years. Born and raised in the Hindu family. Have happy family. And I say happy means ups and downs. Thinking is normal. Until I realized what is true happiness after meeting Zen Master. I've been a student of the Zen Master for about a year. Within a year, and truly my heart is touched the true happiness that Zen Master has shown through the week. You're about to witness one of them, but her Dharma talk is so simple, but yet so profound, and has so many practical examples in it that helps you carry over to your regular life. And she opens up your wisdom eyes to see the things clearly, to live in harmony with your family, your friends, and the surrounding people with you. So it's really a blessing to have her over here today. And she truly a weak teacher, I can say, because otherwise there's no other way anyone can help you to live life happily and touch the true happiness. So I'm glad I have a truly a great teacher in my life. I'm so happy to have her. Thank you again.
My name is Debbie, and my Dharma name is Dway Ann, and I have been following Zen Master for almost 4 years now. I live in Houston, Texas, and I was very lucky to find out that I had a Zen Master just outside of Houston that I could go and learn from. Her teaching is dynamic and so creative, and I don't want to miss any of it. And I'm so happy to be here again with other people who also will be seeing this teaching.
Dear Zen Master, dear Sukhos, dear Sangha, my name is Dway Fu. I've been with the Masters, with the Zen Master and the Sangha in Houston for about, give or take, 10 months. But within those 10 months, I smell awake. I'm not fortunate enough to touch like most, but I get to smell it, and the smell makes me want more. And hence, I made a trip with Zen Master this time, and with privilege to get selected to join her on this trip. And truly, her wisdom is, it's beyond I can imagine. Her compassion, her love, making sure her students are always understanding the teachings, and always making sure we thoroughly understand her teaching. So that's to show you how much compassion and love she had for us. It's a blessing. I can truly say it's a blessing for you all to be here to receive this teaching that she will be given. So I hope you guys keep an open mind, empty your cup, not literally, but empty your cup and receive her teaching. Thank you.
Dear Zen Master, dear Sukho, dear Sangha, may I thank you for inviting us here tonight. Thank you so much. Thank you. My Dharma name is Dway Thun, and I received that from the Zen Master in March. I have been following her for about 10 months now. And the reason why I was searching for an awake teacher is that about 20 years ago, I had learned about Buddha and about enlightenment, and that anyone could enlighten. So where I was living, there were no temples. I was raised Christian, and along the way, I had been searching for many answers and the meaning of life and my purpose and what was I really doing here. So after I learned about Buddhism, I only could read a lot of books and then go to the internet, and it didn't lead me anywhere. Then I began studying energy healing and different types of metaphysical and energy teachers, and I was hoping maybe my purpose was to help people, and then maybe I could also still find my enlightenment, but I couldn't. And finally a friend had told me about Zen Master and that she was awakened. So I knew I had to come to the center and hear her. So the very first time I came was in January of this year, and we're sitting and the Sukos have us chanting, and so finally Zen Master comes out and I see the way she moves, and I was like, oh, wow. And then she began speaking and was giving the Dharma talk. And so when she tells us to close our eyes, because she was speaking about how you're truly blind, you know, even though we have the gift of sight, we're living blind. And within the first 5 minutes of her speaking, something hit me so deep in my heart. It wasn't just in my mind. And I was able to connect to her very essence, to her energy. She allowed to open within me a very small bit of what awake is, of what she is. And I knew I had found my awakened teacher. And so, with following her, she opens many realizations in me. And as many of our students have said, our egos, our illusions. Same with all of us. Different way because we're all different. But I know because I follow her, she can take me to awakening, and then I will continue serving my true purpose. So thank you.
Good morning, the Zen Master and the nuns and the Sangha. First of all, I would like to say thank you to Nisu and everyone coming. Yes, and I'm from Vancouver, Canada. I met Zen Master 5 years ago. In the first moment I met her in the Dharma talk, she's really special. Just the whole day of retreat, I didn't have a chance to meet her, to talk to her directly. But just 1 minute in the end of the day, I just found her. I feel that something's really special energy from her. I don't know what is it, honestly, but I still connect. And that's why every time when she has a retreat in Canada, I join the retreat. And the first time I met her one day, every time I met her around 24 hours. The third time is every year I met her one time. And the third time is really special moment for me. Totally changed my life. She helped me to open my wisdom mind. And I had the chance to turn awake. At that time, I realized that I'm looking for the true happiness. What is true happiness? Why do people don't have it? At that moment, when I turned awake, now I know true happiness is within ourselves. But we couldn't live with that. Why? Because we not wake up. Because I have a question, I said, Master, open my wisdom eye, and then she's open, and then she helped me to turn awake and to feel that and to give me my question. She gave me answer. So at that moment, I really appreciate it. But at that time, I didn't know she's awake. She's a awake teacher, honestly. Okay, 5 years ago, I didn't know that. But she just asked me a question when I confused about myself, what I should do next after I turn awake. So the teacher say, who is your driver? And then I say, what? So you know that because honestly every day I do something, I think I just do a good thing, but I don't have any teacher guide me. And now she's the person took me there. Is it being original mind or awake mind? I thought awake. How come? I want to go there. Why? She's here. So now I realize that she's my teacher. You know that? In the ferry. After I leave the ferry, in the public place, I kneel down and make a vow. I asked Zen Master, give me a chance to follow her and to ordain. And that's the reason why I ordained around 2 years ago. And I'm so happy, honestly, for this trip, because I have that feeling. Many students around the world, we don't have a chance to meet the Zen Master, especially a work teacher. We need it, but we don't have a chance. When you have a moment to meet the Zen Master, even though just more Dharma talk, just 1 hour, open for us a lot. And we can apply in daily life. That is my job, that is my way. And until the moment, she can help you to touch awake. And you can live with awake 24/7. That is her vow. And that's why we're so happy. And this is even though we travel around the world now, she traveled around the world for 17 years. I'm just one example only. Many students around the world receive the benefit. And I hope that the students in Michigan have a benefit today. Thank you.
Hello everyone. My name is Go Huệ Nim. I do one temple 1 year. Nice to meet everyone.
It's just smile is enough, right? That's just enough. But truly, she's very happy to have we all here with her. And that all with us, she will be happy. She was that we all truly happy. God, we'll be happy, she happy. True. Yeah, that's why I think. Very happy to see you all today. And we know each other almost 17 years, and now it's first time to see each other again. We have been separate for almost 17 years. And even she's in the again. 17 years. Okay, and now I would like to share with you something. Are you ready? Yeah. Okay. And please, just open mind, open heart. And something so simple, but truly, it took me 30 years to searching, to find out. And I go back to tell you something you see like just 4 jars of water. But that is everything in there. And I hope that you just open and realize along the way when I open for you. Because the reason it took me a long time because I have no teachers. Even Buddha already found out the answer. Who is awakened. He helped a lot of students at that time. But still he go to Nirvana. And during the time he passed away, he go to Nirvana, is more students awakened. Help a lot of people. But recently is we lose that chance. And all we have is book, right? And we have some teachers, but maybe some of us didn't have a chance to see. I don't have a chance. I didn't have a chance to see a teacher, even I travel around the world to look in. They can help me in some level. Good. I can change my life a lot. I can touch a lot of level. But truly, that's not the level I'm looking for. I want to go back to my root. There only have wisdom and compassion, no more suffering. And that took me 30 years to searching, to learn, to apply. Up until now, I go back and tell you something so simple. You look at that, just nothing, right? But it truly is everything in there. And
Okay? And then now, look at this one. You see, is in here you have 4. What? 4 drop water, right? What do you see in here? What do you see? Did you hear me? Is right now? It's okay?
Yeah.
Yes, okay, now. I just go very, very slow for you all. And you just answer whatever you see. And be honest with yourself, right? And can you tell me what did you see in here? Whatever, don't try to create something difficult. Just whatever you see, you say.
The one chart on the far left, on my left,
Yes.
is more cloudy and more sediment.
Okay, more cloudy, more sentiment. Okay, what else?
Dos four levels.
4 level,
Dark.
dark to clarity, right? Okay, what else? Dirty to clear. Okay, what else?
Seems to me the third one and the fourth one are the same.
The first one and the fourth one the same. Okay, and what else? Same what? This one and this 4, 3 and 2 are same, right? And what else? We look closer. Just keep open and see what else. Whatever you share, that's true. But I want you to see more in there. What else?
The same classes.
Huh?
Same classes.
Same classes. Yes, that's true.
The sediment on the bottom.
Okay, the sentiment on the bottom,
Yes.
right? Okay,
The first one goes a little bit to the surface,
okay.
and the next one remains on the bottom.
Okay, the first one on the surface, the second one remain on the bottom. That's true.
And the others, you don't see it.
The other, you don't see
It's
it.
not clear.
Okay, that's all clear, right? Clean and clear, right? Okay, 3, 4, clean and clear, right? Nothing in here. Okay, what else?
The amounts of water is equally.
Equal, all the water equal, right? And what else?
The form of the glasses.
The form and classes,
Yes, the form.
they all same.
It's in the same.
They seem the same. Good, what else?
We really don't know that it's water.
You really don't know what is water. That is water, right?
Is it water?
But that is, you know this is water?
Is it water?
This is water, but you don't know that is water. Okay, okay, good. Okay, what else? The liquid, you all know that liquid.
We don't know what is in the sediment.
Okay, we don't know exactly what inside of this. This is really, right? You don't know exactly what is this. Okay,
I
what
think the
else?
first one is interesting because you have the sediment on the bottom and then floaties at the top.
Okay,
So it's denser material and lighter.
okay, some on the bottom, some on top. So this second one is most of the top, most of the stuff on the bottom, right?
Yeah.
And what else? A little bit more.
There are different colors, 1 and 2.
Different color in 1 and 2. Yes. And what else?
Maybe you can bring the third one and the fourth one for some person.
Can you drink? Oh, you can drink the third one and the fourth one, but you want to, you can, right? Okay, what else? Almost. Truly, whatever you share is actual. But I want to find out one more.
The first one and the fourth ones you can see through.
Okay, the first and the fourth, you can see through. This one you cannot see through. Very good. What else? You can see through, yes.
In the last.
Yes, in this last one. But this one you can't, right? What else?
They all water.
They all water. Okay, very good. What else? They all water. That's true. What else?
What is it? What is in the sediment? What is the...
What is inside you don't know, right? Yes, you always share that. And what else?
They all have the same empty space.
They all have same empty space. That's true. What else?
Okay, even though they have the same level of water, I see there's more space to grow.
Okay.
You know?
You have some more space, right?
Well, that's what I see.
Yes, what you see. Okay, that's true. What else? One more. Look deeply in there.
That one is from Flint.
Okay. Okay, what else? One more, please.
From here, you cannot smell it, so you don't know 1 and 2 if there's an odor.
Okay, you don't know what to choose the order because you don't smell it, you don't exactly what is it, right?
Yeah.
Yes. What else?
Maybe on goes maybe after a month on the water may vaporize, on disappear.
Will disappear. Yeah. But right now, let's see.
I think it's different layers of sediment. Like the first one is, maybe it's all the same water, but just filtered out.
Okay.
Water is life. So they are life.
That is life.
That is life.
Okay, he said that is life. Good. Okay, now I can tell you one thing.
Water.
They all water, right? What water? And give you a hint. You say water. But truly, they are what? They are water, but they are
H2O.
They are what?
H2O.
They are H2O. Yeah, that's true. What? They are what? They are water, that's true. But they are what? Huh? Liquid, that's true. They are water, that's true. What more?
Equal in amount.
Yeah, that's true. They are, if you know, that's hard because you don't realize that. That's why it's hard for you to find out the answer for yourself. The prof will share all, but you listen one thing. That's why. Make you stuck for a long time. You don't know how to where to be your home. That I already give you the hint. What? Water. They are? Huh?
They're the same, but just have different amount of sediment.
Yes, but original, they are?
Originally all water, all pure.
They are pure. That's true.
100%.
You see, you people! That's true. They are, even original, they are pure water, right? Is it true? Pure, clear. Before all the stuff in here, they are clear and clear. Can reflect everything, right? That part, nobody, they don't know that. Okay, now, follow me, right? Step by step. And to just, when I share, can you please open, listen, and reflect yourself, right? Don't lost in my sharing, right? You hear, but reflect yourself. Okay? I have a question for you. What is this? Microphone, right? You all say microphone? Is it true? Microphone, right? Microphone, right? You all microphone. If I say, this is microwave, what happens? I'm wrong. You right. Right? I'm wrong. You're right. But if I still say, this is microwave, what happened to you? What do you think about me? Just be honest with yourself. Be honest with yourself. Huh? You think I am stupid? Fine. Just be real with you. Say out loud whatever you think. Don't be afraid, don't be ashamed. You know, you tell the truth about you, right? And you think I'm stupid. How about you?
Sorry, because if you say this is a microwave,
Yes.
for you that is a microwave.
But it's true in your life. You okay with somebody saying microwave? No. You be honest with yourself. If you say microphone and somebody say microwave, it's not because I'm still go and whatever I said. No, be real with your life. You okay? If somebody, your husband say microwave, are you okay?
Well, it's not important to me.
Not important to you? Or something else. But if they don't tell the truth about what you think, that's microphone, but somebody say microwave, right? And how about you? What do you think?
If you said that was a microwave, I wouldn't really trust what you say.
Yes, you suddenly trust what I say. And then what else? And if you still hear, you say microphone, I keep telling you microwave. And then something happening. What else? You don't trust, and you start to judge me, right? So you start to think I am something, might be mental, or feel it, or are you okay? Where you come from, right? And I keep telling you, and you get angry with me, right? And portray it, and then 1, 2, 3, run away from me, or push me away. But if I still stay in front of you and tell you that, and you get mad at me, and many things will happen, right? In that moment, I ask you a question: who suffer? Who suffer? Tell me the truth. Who suffer? You are suffer, right? Because you get angry with me. You think you get angry with me, but truly you are the one to hold on to anger inside yourself, right? And that every day it happening like that. If somebody tell you something not exactly what you think that's right, many things will happening. And then you suffer. If day by day is more about stress, conflict, betrayal, and anxiety, and many things, right? And that causes cancer, that causes heart attack, that causes depression, that causes stroke, that causes arthritis. To be arthritis come from endura, right? That's suffering. You know that called suffering. Number one, suffering in the four number two, right? The first number two is suffering, right? Now, what next? Do you think who make you suffer? Now suffering, right? Next, who? For in that case, I make you suffer or you make me suffer? You make you suffer? Sure. Because if you know you make you suffer, the suffer go away. But the suffer still there. Truly no. Deep inside, you think I make you suffer. You just say so, right? But deep inside, I'm the one to make you suffer. It's not you, right? Therefore, the suffering still there. And you didn't want to see me, right? You check the symptom inside that you didn't want to see me. If you make you suffer, why you didn't want to see me? You hate me. You don't love me at all. You want to run away from me, right? You think I am something wrong. And no more friends, right? Even husband and wife separate. Close the heart. Cannot talk to each other. Right? Is it true? In that case, let you know, it's me. I make you suffer. You are not make you suffer. You okay. You okay. But I just come and I'm a troublemaker. Make you become crazy. Right? And the best you run away from me. And finally, if no one can help you, you come and sit in meditation to breathing in, breathing out, to make you feel calm, peace. But truly, the problem still, the anger, the feeling of I don't like her, I hate her, she's wrong, still inside you, right? That's why no matter how much you sit in for meditation, you feel okay for some moment, or while you're sitting here. but you go back, you feel that with me, for example, like this, feel not happy at all, right? It's true. Now, I want to open something for you. Okay? Do this one. Someday, you feel very, even you know you have some stuff inside, something still bother you inside, but still calm, right? Peace. Okay, right? Like this one. And then, one day, something happened. What happened? Turmoil. How now the water become more dirty, right? It's been more problem, more anger, frustrated, sadness, and a lot of void, a lot of things happening in your voice, right? Many things happening. Now look at this. Why? You think because of this, that become more dirty. Is it true? Is it true, right? That?
The dirt was always there.
But tell me the truth. Because of what?
The stimulus.
Because of this, right? Make this become more dirty, right? And more darkness. Is it true? That means the problem comes from this, right? This we call the environment from outside, right? Husband, wife, children, family, parents, co-worker, whoever, society might be present, something you suffer, right? Okay, now you think because of this, right? Sure? Right? Because of this. You are sure, right?
No. Sure.
You are sure. Who you think? Because who? Because of this one or because of this? Already inside.
I think it's the water by itself.
By itself. The dirty by itself. But in the reality, who you think? In your life. You think because of this or because of this?
Because of the, but it was there already.
It was there already, right? Always there, right? Because of this, not because of this.
Right.
Sure?
That is like a trigger.
The trigger. Okay, the trigger, but even, let me see, the trigger. But if I put this one in here, right? Even trigger, right? Trigger here. What? Here. Like what you said, even you say you apologize, but today you don't have a lot of people come here because you already emailed late and you apologize for that. You see, we are okay. Why? Because you don't hold on to anything, and there's nothing about us. And here, more people or less people doesn't matter. I'm just here to show you something about this, something like that, right? Okay, it's been, if you put something here, it's still clear water. It's not because of this. That's because something already inside. That's called us suffering.
We are born pure. It's like what, like she said, we are pure. But society, environment, parents, friends, everybody, leave us like this.
Okay.
So we have a sediment. See, we have a sediment.
Okay.
We need a trigger like that.
Right.
State.
Yes.
We, your husband, your friends, society.
Yes. Yes.
So the sediment is already, we are born pure.
Okay.
But TV and all makes you that.
Okay, good. But I have a question for you. You see, that's one weird thing happening in our life. We don't know exactly where the problem comes from. What makes you suffer? The sick make you suffer, or something already within yourself make you suffer. And therefore, you try. You don't know exactly where the problem comes from. You know you suffer, but you don't know where the problem comes from. Therefore, we try to escape in many, many ways. For example, this is a proximity meditation. And you feel what? Calm. Peace, right? But then you go back home and go back to the society. And then when things happening, and go back again, right? Day by day happening like that. And maybe sometimes you think maybe I don't have enough sitting meditation, therefore the problem not go away. But truly it's not because of that. You have to know exactly where is the problem come from. You need to end the problem. That's the number 2. Four noble truth. Suffering, the cause of suffering. Where suffering, the cause comes from. And now you can see. You saw this one, right? Clear water. Very clear. I said, here, when I say this is microphone, right? You say this is microphone, I say this is microwave. Let's see the child, 3 years old or 2 years old, if they don't know this is microphone. When I show them this is microwave, what is their reaction? Now, open. Microwave, right? It's really open. But for us, no! Microphone! I'm fine, I'm dying for microphone, right? I'm really dying for that, right? We always do. And even have to separate. And then divorce. Oh, no, I don't love you anymore. I'm better find someone else. Okay with me, right? We're always like that. And that. You see, funny for something, not necessarily. Right? But not small thing. That's one small example for you. But you like many, many things. Right? And now I ask you a question. When you were born is not only this life. Before we put the stuff in, we are pretty like that. But we don't truly know who we are. Therefore, we lost. This we call, because we don't know who we truly are, therefore we call ignorance. Ignorance is we don't know who we truly are. We lost in illusion and hatred and greed. Greed is we hold on to many things. That we call ignorance, right? And our stuff in here is greed. The more the better. And hold on to that and fight for that. That causes our suffering, right? And now you see, here very clear, let's say, every day we start to put microphone, right? And then microphone, right? I am a man. I am a woman. I am a mom, right? I am a father. I am a daughter. I am right. I am a teacher. I have 3 houses. I have 4 horses. I am something. I read a lot of books. I know a lot of things. You see how? You saw the water from the beginning very clear, right? The clarity now how? Become ignorance, become greed and hatred. And you forget about who you truly are. How can you know you truly are when you become guilty like that? Who can see the clear water in here? No one. That's why you see, we will never know inside us have wooden nature, have awake mind. Nobody know at all. Full of greed, ignorance, and hatred. How do we know who we truly are? Right? But we don't know. Whatever we put here, inside come from, now what is that? Society, tradition, family, friends, everything, internet, computer, whatever technology, we start to collect inside our mind. And we start to believe we are that. And we lose ourselves, we never know. And from there, cause a lot of conflict between husband and wife, parents and children, friends, and people around us, right? That is the reason, that is the cause of suffering. The cause of suffering is not this one. The cause of suffering because with ignorance, we don't know who we truly are. Therefore, we hold on to something the society, the environment, everything around us to give to us. But sure, give to you. But if you are awake, you still not hold on to, you still live with this, but nothing bother you. Like a tool. You use that to live in this world like a tool. It's not consume you, not make you suffer. You see? And when you realize that you are the one to make you suffer because you hold on to something, because ignorance, you don't know who you truly are, that causes a lot of hatred, conflict between you and people around you. And now, time for you to go back to original. That's the fourth goal. Number 3 and number 2 is and suffer. It's when you realize the cause problem. Before we don't realize it, it's the and suffer is number 3, the first number 2. And the path to end suffering is to wake up and realize all this one is an illusion. It's not real. Something we just borrow from outside, but we don't know what is it. We hold so tight that cause us suffering. And now you realize that you let go. Oh. And then along the way, practice to realize the real you. When you go back to your real you, you'll be happy forever. And disturbed by nothing. No matter what happened. This thing we call that is a Buddha nature. Buddha nature. Awake mind. The original mind in each of us. Regardless, no matter who are you, where you come from, Christian, Hinduism, Muslim, Buddhist, or you are, what age doesn't matter, that you all have the Buddha nature already within yourself. And that full of compassion, clarity, wisdom, and from there, you can help people in this world to go back to the real virtue. That is the process of waking me. Thank you so much.
But I think we have to be careful with that clear, because you can help people who are not ready to be helped.
Yes.
Because they hold you down. And so you put more suffering into your glass if you try to wake them up.
Okay, excellent, good question. You can't, when you become awakened, you have capacity to see people very clear. You know their level, you know who are they, and you know exactly what kind of tool to wake them up. You don't just do whatever you want. You know exactly who they are, and know exactly how to help them to open their mind. You understand? That's so powerful. That is the power of awake, the clarity, the wisdom, the compassion, the capacity to open to help them. So they're very happy. They open for you to show them, to wake them up, to realize the truth within themselves. That is no problem at all when we move to this level. But if you are in this level, you try to help them, what happens? This one want to help this one wake up. What happens? You can. This person want to help this person wake up. Frustration. More problem. They will finally fight with each other. No, you cannot help this one wake up. You still really how can you help them? You don't see them, right? And how can you show them? That does not go within themselves. That's one more problem. Be careful that you take care of yourself first. You take care of yourself is you take care of your partner, right? You cannot help them. That's why don't try to help them. Usually, whenever you have, maybe we change a little bit like this, you say, wow, it's good, my life changed. I want to help you, please, come. And then you try to help them, right? And they don't follow you. And they push you back. And then you get angry and then say, I love you, I want to help you, why you don't follow me? And you become really and then look at you and say, you sin with me, why you help me? You still know me, why I have to follow you? No way. And then you suffer even more. It's like, no matter how much I try to help you, you still don't care. When you don't know who you truly are, you still suffer. How can I follow you, right? That's what be careful with this. You need to do your work first. You need to go back here first. If you truly love them, you need to take care of yourself. And then when you go back here, it's easy for you to understand and help you on that. Right?
That used to happen to me a lot.
That's very good. Let's make some call, right? Yes.
I used to attract a lot of flies.
Yes, because we think whatever we have benefit, we really want people to have benefit, especially the one we love, right? But truly not ready yet. And we don't see them as they are. We always expect them to follow what we want. But truly they have that point of view, they have that belief. They don't understand what you mean. And they fight back because they protect themselves, you protect yourself. And then how? The conflict happening between you and the partner, therefore cause a lot of conflict between you all. The more you love, the more you fight with each other, you separate each other. That's very dangerous.
Well, in my case, they used to take advantage of me and abuse me a lot, especially with money. But one day I said, not anymore, I didn't know I have the power to stop it. And when I took responsibility that I was allowing that abuse, is when I woke up. And I said, never again.
Yes, but never again in that level. But deep inside, you still want something else. You're still waiting for something else.
Well, I help them now, but I charge them for everything.
Oh. Yeah.
Them for everything, and they pay me.
Okay, please. You have any questions here?
The third class, where we put in all the identity, all the
yes.
How do we start putting in all that?
Very good. Yes. You know the reason we still keep putting in because we think that's good, right? We still because we value that, right? And we think that is make our life become better. Therefore, we just continue to put it in because we don't know that cause suffering. But when the moment you realize, because sure we need to practice, that is not to just demonstrate for you to see something, but we need to process, practice. When you start to realize that cause of suffering and automate it, what happens? You will let it go. Okay. For example, can you see something? Yes? I can show you something. Okay, what is this?
Scarf.
Okay. For what?
Warm.
Okay, it's good? It's not. Oh, for this is good. Warm, keep you warm, right? It's good? And it's good to keep it, right? Because warm, it helps keep you warm, therefore it's good, right? And then, okay. Now, I have a question for you.
Not so good.
Okay, what will you do?
Take it out.
Okay, you see? You're willing to take it out.
Yes.
Because the moment you realize, okay, the moment good, you're okay. But the moment you realize that kill you, and naturally you will want to take it off. You see, you will. You see how she willing to take it out. She didn't want to keep it. Same with this. That moment when awakening appears, the clarity appears, that moment you see in front of you like that. Exactly like the moment I showed you. Oh, that made me suffer. And right away, you see, exactly like that. And that's an awakening moment. And then along the way, you let go more. And the more you let go, the more you feel open, fresh, and past life, but even now you think you cannot. But truly, that moment will become easy. That is one example. And now, I would like to show you one another example. Can you be humble?
Can I say something?
Yes, you can.
You stop it. You stop it. You stop that. That when you start taking care of yourself. We cannot help others if we are not pure.
Yes, this is the dirty. I represent for dirty.
Yeah.
We value the thing we think that's good. We hold on so tight. Like example I said, because she wear this one at that first, sure, we think it's good. Why we take it out?
Yeah.
You have no reason to take it out because that's good, that protect you. But I move you the level that when the day you realize that moment, even good, you value this. But one day you know that kill you. You have to let go, right? Is it true? That is the moment, I said, that is the moment you realize. And then naturally, even before you think, oh, it's good, help me, save my life, give me one. But the moment you realize that kill you, even you know that help you, save your life, you still willing to let go and drop it. You see it? That's so powerful. That's the moment you so powerful. And now another example for you. Okay. That let you know because sometimes we don't know. Nobody reminds us, nobody tells us. Therefore we forget. We lost in the object. And we don't know who we truly are. Therefore we don't know what to do. I'm here to tell you the truth. I'm here to tell the truth how to go back to your will. Okay, for example, let's see. In our everyday life, right? We love it, keep it clean, right? And here. And then you. It's good, right? Yes, it's very good. Sitting meditation, right? Yes, very good. Okay, good. This one is good. It's like the one before you sit to, right? Yes, it's good. Then this one is good, right? Yeah. Oh, okay, good. She's good. Oh, you thirsty? This is good, right? Thirsty. Oh, yeah. Okay. And then, it's very good. On the floor. And then, a bunch of candles. It's one new candle. Okay, very good. And then what else? Bell, water, chanting. There you go. I need a bell. So powerful. Okay, good too, right? Oh, yes. I need all this stuff. Maybe some pomegranate here now. Yeah. Okay. Something is good. This one, the food, and this one good. Right. Okay. It's very nice. Okay. Oh yeah, this one is so powerful. This one is good, right? Gotta have a candle. Okay. I have one. You can show me. Okay. Good, right? And what else? Oh, this one good. Clean water. I think I have to say enough. Okay. Now, you say what? Stop. It's enough. It's enough. Right? Yeah, too heavy. Enough. Too heavy. Too heavy. Too much. What do you do? Simplify. Get rid of. Get rid of what? All the things I don't need. Okay, you see it? Now, time for you. Before you say, good, you take off. But now, she say, enough. Now you want to get off. Yes, get rid of it. Too heavy, too much. Too heavy, too much, right? Burden. Okay, now, start to put it down. Okay, she willing, right? Before you say, good, she took off. Now she willing to put them down, right? Okay, let's see. One by one, I will tell you something so powerful. Will you? Put them down. It's not because I force you to put them down, right? I'm willing. You will. You put them down. Okay, you will. And how are you now?
Light, free.
Light, free, right?
No burden.
No burden. Okay, now look at her. You see, before good, everything good, right? The more the better, the more the better. But she's really tired, and she cannot do anything with this. Even later with the clear water, I cannot handle enough, right? Even clear water, right? You see. And now you willing to drop because the moment you feel it's not golden heavy, you willing to drop. But look at her. Okay, let's see. I will open. Please listen, please. I would like to open this one for you. And now, when she drops everything, she feels light, open, right? Fresh, right? And now you see, you drop everything down, but it's not you lose everything. Whenever you do something, you just use it, right? Like that. Before she carried everything, she cannot do anything, even she has everything in her hand, but she cannot do anything with this. She cannot use anything. How can she use it? She's so good when she has everything, but you cannot use it. But when now you realize you drop, you have stayed, you open, you clear, and you know exactly whenever you need fold, you need fold. If you don't need to drop my cushion, you need to use it if not you have done. And you keep it always fresh, always open, and always clear. That is a first level practice for you to realize, to awaken, and then along the way you move to a next level, and then you from there the compassion and wisdom will appeal to you, and you will see all the world around you and that you know how to help. That is a soft example of you all to see. And sure, that is just something to open, but in order to move to that level, we need to practice. But at least I want to open for you to see from A to Z and what you need to do in your life. Okay? Thank you very much. And what did you realize?
What is that?
What did you realize?
That you can have lightness if you let go of things and only use things that you need in the moment. And that something that you think you need might be harmful to you.
Thank you so much. And that be the part. Yeah, she shared. And go back to we say the father share is that because the body sickness called the mind problem. That's true, but that's not true. Sometimes someone with a healthy food, very healthy food, their body very good. But when the moment, if they hold on to their mind, many things, that still causes stress. That still causes conflict. That still causes sadness. That still causes angry. And those kind of things happening in the body affect the body, affect the brain, affect everything inside the body. That causes sickness. This is true. That the food causes sickness. That's true. But that's not only one reason. The suffering, the stress, right? Anger, anxiety, worry that cause a lot of body sickness that are not productive. That one you have to take care of. Right? You have to take care of. You cannot ignore the truth inside to go back to your will. But look, when you become, the more you clear, the way you eat different. You know how to put the right food in your body, right? And then you know how to talk to people the right way, to share, to talk to, and you know how to understand each people around you. That's so powerful. That's why tonight, and we're happy to share with you about this. And I hope that you all know you are not the dirty water. You are clear water. You need to go back to your clear water. And day by day start to let go all the stuff already within yourself. And then along the way, the wisdom, the compassion, the clarity, the capacity to understand and talk to people around you, to support people around you, develop. And from there, the world become what?
become what?
It's optional.
You will become happy. No more fight, no more conflict, and full of love, full of compassion, full of understanding. Instead we try to change the world, we change ourselves. And change inside, and from that we thank all people around us. God lead the furnace of light. Thanks so much.
Can I ask a question? When you talked about a child 3 years old, right? And if you said that was a microwave, the child would not be upset because the child didn't have any judgment, right?
Yes.
And so I don't know if the way to look at, enlightenment or clearing ourselves is that if we could get back to that childlike behavior.
Right. Okay.
Is that?
Good question. That is just some example. Truly, I said, the child when they're born in this world, they already carry their karma with them. I just give some example. The child, wake up is not declared a child. Wake up the child, because their brain has developed yet. But I just give example for you to say that if they don't know that, they don't react like we react. But wake up different the child. Wake up is wisdom up here, not don't know like the child. Compassion up here, and can see things clearly, know exactly what's going on, and know exactly who are they, each one.
But how do you achieve it?
Oh, good question. How you achieve this? That's what today I would like to come here to share with you. First, in order to achieve this, you need to know who you truly are. Nobody knows. That's a fortune. You are clear water first. That is the number one. You need to know who you truly are. If you think you are, some stuff inside here is hard for you to go back to your clear water. You need to know clear who you truly are. And then you want to go back to your will. In order to go back to your will, it's easy for you to let go. All the stuff you already hold on inside yourself. That is the key. But in order to do that, I will help step by step to go through that level. You know why? Because I'm going through this level. Therefore, it's easy for me to open, to show you, to realize the truth within yourself. And from there, it's easy for you to let go. And easy for you to go back to your will. For example, when I gave the example to her, just outside, not inside yet, but that is from demonstrate for you to see. But in order to work inside, I have to work inside it too. You realize like that. You realize like I show her. The moment you say, oh, I will withdraw, or too heavy and let go. Just outside. But when we work with you inside, you can see like that. You can feel awake within yourself. You can realize what you hold on, and you're willing to let go. And day by day, all the dirty gone, and the clear will appear in you, and you feel for yourself like she felt the lightness when she dropped all down. And the moment she willing to say, enough, I would like to drop off. That hurt is not here. Same with when I guide you to go inside yourself, to realize all the stuff inside, you touch away. That moment you see all the stuff inside that make you suffer, you solve for yourself. I guide you to see for yourself, not me. I open for you, you see in front of you. And you know what is awake, what is all the stuff inside, you know exactly what is it. And from that moment, you're willing to let go. It's not mean I force you to let go. You are the one to do it. And you feel you are different along the way. You feel for yourself, like you feel the lightness when you drop everything. And you feel the heavy when you carry about you. I will show you, and you will realize that for yourself. That is the process of waking. That is the moment you feel that. But tonight I don't show you how. But I tell you, like a wake-up call, to let you see the truth. Who you truly are, and why you suffer. And now, that's everything for you. What do you want? That's next step. Do you want to go back to your will? You want to know who can make you suffer? Or you want to continue to stay stuck in this level? And continue to blame husband, wife, children, parents, society to make you suffer. And try to change the object. You want to refine that, or you want to go back to find out who you truly are and wake up of your own illusion, and from there help you, help the world. From there you can help yourself, help people around you, help the world to be truly happy and free. That's your choice, right? Okay. So.
Well, it took you, according to you, 30 years to learn. So once we grow, and we get more awakened through experiences.
Took me 30 years, but not took you 30 years because I know how to get there already. I show you, depend on your intention. Maybe 1 day, maybe 10 days, maybe 30 days, maybe 1 month. Depend on your intention, how much you really want to go back in. But not took you long because for me, I don't know, nobody helped you. Therefore, took you long. But when I come back to show you, not took you long.
Well, for me, it took almost 50 years because I'm almost 60 in a couple months, not months. I will be 60 years old. But now I know, like, everything starts with love to yourself. You have to love a lot to yourself to avoid that things. Because when you love yourself, you don't want to suffer. I read this book, Eating Itself, that it says that all those assholes that you have encountered in your life are your best master teachers.
Okay, if that, I have a question for you. You know, before we always use the clock, you saw the lock, they have the number move. For example, 257, right? And then 25, only 3 numbers, 3, 2, 5, 7. I know the number, right? But I gave it to you. Can you open that lock? You don't know, right? You start to guess. But usually on 3 numbers, usually took you maybe a whole lot to find out that. Right? But I know that number. You don't know. He said, now, if I know, I tell you, 2, 5, 8. Take you how long? 1 minute. Okay? But if you don't know, you don't ask me. It took you a life. That's all. Before maybe I don't know that number, that took me long to searching to find, and finally, oh, but come, I go back to tell you, not to you, because I know exactly what the number. It's easy for me to show you. Don't worry, no matter how long it is. You don't think about it, I'm 30 years, therefore it took me 7 years.
That's why the student, they have to go to school.
Right.
Because the teacher already learned. The student have to go to school. You cannot say, oh, wait until you're 18 years old and then decide for yourself, my baby. Then what happened to him or her? You need it.
One other thing is that like in order to free suffering, we shouldn't hold things like so tight because we have the responsibility with so many things. So I just wondering, like, it's harder for us, like, because we, like you have so much energy, you follow Buddhist and you give up everything to follow the Buddha, and you follow his path, and this is why you awake kind of easily. But for us, like, we get involved with so many activities every day, like I need to study, I need to do this, do that, and sometimes, like, I couldn't sleep, and I think, oh, I need to let it go, but then it just, go around me, just, oh my God, I need to run this program because I don't have the output now. How can I talk to my professor tomorrow, kind of thing? And then, so is there any way for us, like, to
Very good question. That question now you can ask the lady students. They are same with you, right? Some of you can share because they are still live. I'll find out another
but how they can practice, how can they follow it, even they're busy with life, children, family, school, and work, anything, right? But how can you go through that? This is just for the sheep. If you just follow me only 8 months, how is your life? How can you practice? Can you share a little bit about your situation and easy for them to understand?
I have 3 kids, full-time job, a demanding husband. But all in all, so I have 3 kids, full-time job, you know, and on top of that, being a full-time mom as well. So life can be quite demanding, if you will. But then, you know, I have, again, I'm Asian, so I have all this holding, these traditions that I have to upkeep and whatnot. So when I came to the Zen Master, my plate was overloaded, just, you know, and I mean, I just, you know, don't know what to do. I mean, I'm just overloaded with all the responsibility and all these traditionals I have to upkeep. But when Zen Master had opened up my mind to realize that I'm not, before I was a mom, who am I, right? So it doesn't mean that I dropped that responsibility, but at the same time, I don't take that as an offensive when my kids don't follow what I want them to do, you know, because they have their own karma, they have their own personality, so I can't make that expectation. So once I know I can't make that expectation, it's easier for me to not take that suffering onto myself, and I drop it. And the harmony in the family, it's much easier, happier now that, you know, I don't put that, oh, I'm a mom, you have to do what I told you to do. You know, so you have, you know, before I was a mom, I'm Lou, you know, so I have to keep, you know, once Zen Master, you know, remind me, who am I? That's when I realized, oh, those holdings that I'm holding, that I'm a mom, you have to listen to me, or I'm this, I'm that, all that holdings that I'm putting on me that make me suffer, not because they make me suffer, because they're my kids. Does that make sense? Am I answering your question?
Okay, yeah, very good, very good. That is good. You can share.
Dear Zen Master, dear Sukos, Sanghas, perfect example of holding things and let go. I can give you an example of stressing out. Like you said, you had a test going on or things happening in your life, you stressed out, you couldn't sleep, right? Same, I have a kid, husband, family, and I work in corporate environment. I can tell you the perfect example before I was Zen Master and after. We have a corporate CEO in our corporate office. He presents quarterly updates to the whole company every quarter. And I'm in charge of setting up everything for him. And for some reason, the projector we have it's old-fashioned projector. Always we had issue with it. Before I met Zen Master, I always have anxiety, fear in me, and say, oh my God, this is the big thing. Here CEO is trying to present the whole situation. And what if it doesn't work? I'm in charge of it. Here, you can imagine the stress that I go through at that moment. After learning how to drop stress, how to handle clarity, looking at Zen Master, learning from her teaching. Same quarter happened again after practicing. Clear. My mind was clear. Even the same projector, same CEO, same people, same situation. I was so much clearer, light, and easy at that particular moment. And the previous time that has happened that something didn't work, it had happened again, but I was able to handle the situation so calmly, with clarity. And exactly I knew what I need to do and how I need to get this going. So that's kind of clarity you get by
a weak teacher. Thank you.
And I think because you didn't have more stress anymore. Because when you have stress, you lose focus. When you have stress, when you remove the stress and you say, you know what? Don't care, let's go into it. Less stress, everything goes more smooth.
Right. Stress, why stress comes? Because you hold things fiercely. You know the people is watching you. You know the situation is in your hand. Somebody's going to blame you. All those dirt that comes in your mind, and that's what creates the stress.
Yeah, you want to control everything.
Yeah, exactly. And sometimes you do want to let go, but the stress is still there because there is, out of 10, 2 you still have it, and that causes the stress again. So that's the Zen Master help us clearly to see things clearly, how to handle the situation step by step. And yeah, definitely stress, that's one of them. But there are so many that we can drop at the moment and work as a present moment to handle the situation. And that's with the kids and families and everywhere. I just wanted to share this corporate example that I wanted to tell you how I have handled my stress. It's not because I want to say, oh, whatever, I'm going to handle it. That's not the point. The point is, I know what it is. I'm going to handle it clearly. I can see what the issue is, but I'm going to handle it with a clear mind instead of worrying, fearing, stressing about it. So, thank you.
What I'd like to add is I had all the stresses, aging parents, but I, many things, the list, that y'all know the list. But I just thought it was normal, right? We all have it. That's normal. Zen Master taught me, no, that's not normal. Normal is your pure. That's what you want to get to. The clear, the pure. And I'm like, what? It was really, I just couldn't even conceive of it. And then just the thought, just seeing this, for example, and thinking about it and going home, I'm like, okay, so when somebody cuts me off in traffic and I want to flip them off, or, I get very angry, I'm like, gosh, that person trying to kill me. What are they thinking? That's the stick, right? And I went, wait a minute. That's not normal. What can I do about that? And her teaching and her guidance then had me just looking at all these different aspects of my life in a different way. And then it naturally changed. I can't even, it's like I can't give you a date. But over the years, with these aha moment lessons, it changed. And I can identify, wow, and I see others suffering, and I go, they really think that's normal. I mean, they'll argue with you. They'll go, no, it's normal. And I'm like, it doesn't have to be that way. Come meet my Zen Master. So, thank you.
Even, yes, somewhat easy, you hold on to, it's that easy for you to let go. But some kind, you hold on to so tight, it secures. So we need to wake up from that, right? But the good feeling, ask the questions like this, and we think it's only one person that have more time to practice, have a chance to wake up and let go, right? The truly lay person, that's what I told you, we know how. We have the key, right? We have the master key already. Just know how to open all doors, and you don't need to worry. Because the reason you don't have someone help you. Therefore, it takes you a long time. And if now we have master key, and it's easy to open all doors. Even if you are lay person or an audience, you still know how to open yourself. But the good news is when you see, usually we say, when you open, you see things clear like what she said, right? It's automatic, it's gone, right? But when the change inside, the holding inside, the suffering inside change, let go. But the thing outside still is the same. But the way we see things at that moment is different. It's not when we change the object is still the same. But the way we see, the way we talk, the way we interact different. Because of that, make the object change. It's naturally change. That's why we don't need to change them. We change ourselves. And when she said, who said, when she opened herself, things still same, but now she become more clear, more calm, more focused. To see things, to work with things is more benefit than before. Before, because of busy, because of stress, because of darkness, and we lose focus, and we lose the clarity, and we lose the patience. Therefore, it causes more problem. But right now, it's because of we open, fresh, and then we see things clear, know exactly what to do, and more benefit than before. Is that is the way for you along the way until you reach the point. Okay, and now I really want to stay longer with you. The time already, right? And now I'm very happy that you are here today with me. I'm very happy that we still allow me to be here with you to share something. I hope that whatever I open tonight, you have a call for me. But I'm willing to help you if you need help. I'm happy to guide you from A to Z. And if you have a chance, maybe I will be back. Depend on this. Or maybe you come to our center. We have 5-day retreat, 10-day retreat, welcome anytime. Right? And I'm happy to see you all today and hope that you get the message to share today. And take time to reflect for yourself and make a decision for yourself. That is your choice. You want to be truly happy and you want to stay stuck in this. Okay, thanks so much.
Thank you.